Hey, what's up, everybody? True Boxing here. Thank you for coming back to Get Hit with the Truth. So today, doing the what's next on undefeated WBO interim middleweight champion Janibek Alimkhanuly, coming off of his second round destruction of Danny Dignum, where he captured the vacant WBO title with that win, our vacant WBO interim title with that win. It was a complete wash. He just was too strong for Dignum. Dignum stood no chance. And Kazakh style, as they call him, finished him off with ease in the second round. So now, heading into the big question is, what's next for Alimkhanuly? Well, what we know for sure is next is that he's fighting for the WBO title. He's either gonna be defending the title, or he's gonna be challenging for the title. And the reason I say that is the WBO has come out and made a mandatory order for undefeated champion and reigning champ, Demetrius Andrade, to defend against Janibek next. Now, if he passes on that, then Janibek gets upgraded to full champion because he's the interim champ now, and then he would defend the title. So we know that that's at stake. Now, what I believe the chances of Andrade actually fighting him, I honestly don't know. I'd say right now they're about 50-50. I think, I believe if Andrade is serious about chasing Canelo, he's got to drop this title and he's got to go to 168 officially. He was going to do that in his last fight, but he wasn't sure if he was dropping his belt or not. He was going to go to 168 and fight Zach Parker, but he got injured. And now I believe that's why the WBO has allowed Andrade more time for this fight to take place. It has to happen by November between Kazakh style Alimkhanuly and Demetrius Boo Boo Andrade. But you know, there's a chance that Boo Boo stays at 160. We really just don't know, and it's gonna be up to him. But again, one way or the other, the title will be on the line. Either Janibek is going to be challenging Andrade for the belt, or he's going to be defending the title. But is the WBO going to mandate a title defense? And that's where the other options come in, because Jaime Munguia is technically still number one. Is he going to want to fight for the vacant, or is he going to want to challenge if the WBO mandates Janibek to defend the title against make a mandatory defense? Jaime Munguia is a number one contender. Will they order that fight? Will Munguia take that fight? I don't think so, you know. But going down the list, there was Chris Eubank Jr. I would love to see that. I think that's a great matchup. There was a Esquiva Falchao, which I think is another good one. So we'll run through the top 10 right now and see the possibilities for Kazakh style Janibek Alimkhanuly in his next fight, if it's not Boo Boo Andrade. We start with number one, unified middleweight champion, Triple G Gennady Golovkin. Well, even though this is two Kazakh fighters, I don't think this fight's going to happen next. I'm not saying it won't happen ever. I'm just not sure it's going to happen next, because Triple G has his sights set on Canelo, and if he loses, it's probably going to be a good while before he moves back down to middleweight. Janibek is going to be fighting prior to that, or before that. Would be possible, so no chance of this one. Then you got, again, Demetrius Andrade. There's about in my opinion, about a 50-50 chance that he gets Andrade in the ring for the WBO title. Then there's Jamal Charlo. That's not going to happen. Top rank in PBC. Charlo's a WBC champ. He's not going to work with a guy from another network to make the fight, so that's not going to happen. Jaime Munguia. Highly doubt Munguia. He's with DAZN and Golden Boy. Highly doubt he takes the risk and challenges Alimkhanuly for the WBO title, sadly. Erislandy Lara. Lara, I think, is waiting around to see what happens with the WBA, and he's probably going to stay in-house with the PBC to defend his title next. I highly doubt Lara works with Top Rank to make this fight happen, so no chance in my opinion. You know, Alimkhanuly was the next guy according to my original top 10. Ryota Murata has dropped out, even though I wouldn't completely rule it out just because Murata's has a co-promotional deal with Top Rank. But coming off the knockout loss to Triple G, would he want to go against another tough, rugged Kazakh fighter? Maybe, but I don't think so. So I'm going to say no, even though promotionally it's a solid matchup. Then Chris Eubank Jr. Again, if Munguia passed, the next highest ranked contender in the WBO is Chris Eubank. If it's a mandatory fight, would he take that fight? That's the big question right there. I'm not sure if he would, but man, I mean, that would be a really good fight and it'd be a good challenge for him. And once Eubank became world champion, he could start dictating terms a little bit better if he were to beat Kazakh style. But I'm not sure he would want that fight. So I don't know. We'll see. But it is possible. Then you got Carlos Adames. He's with the PBC. Highly doubt he moves over, even though he is ranked in the WBO, so it would be a mandatory fight. But I think it's more likely we see Adames get into the mix of Charlo or Lara, since they're all with the PBC, and he's ranked highly by like the WBC and stuff like that. I think that's more likely right there than him fighting for the WBO belt against a top ranked guy. But you never know, you know, just because if Eubank were to pass, I think Carlos Adames is next in line to get the offer from the WBO for a mandatory fight. So maybe. And then, you know, you got Sergey Derevyanchenko sitting there. Another PBC guy. Highly doubt this fight gets made, even though I'd love to see it. I think it'd be all action. And then one other guy I want to throw in there is undefeated Esquiva Falcao. And the reason I think this one is possible is because he's another top-ranked guy. He actually fought, I believe, on the same card as Kazakh style when they both fought last November on the, I want to say they fought on the Terrence Crawford-Sean Porter undercard. Both of them did. I want to say that's where they both fought on the undercard. Falcao that night, people don't know that he became the IBF's mandatory #1. So Falcao is technically in line to fight Triple G next, or fight for the vacant title. But if he can make more money and stay in house with Top Rank and fight Kazakh style for the WBO title, he's still getting a title shot. You know, and that's how that would work. But then again, the WBO might want Falcao to fight for the vacant IBF title, secure that belt, and then the Top Rank could have the WBO champion and Alimkhanuly, Janibek, fight Esquiva Falcao in a unification bout, and that ups the stock, you know, for Top Rank and for either one of those fighters. So it's possible, but not likely. So Kazakh style, very good fighter. Very interested in seeing what he does next, and what happens for him. I'd love to see him get the crack at Andre, but right now I'm on the fence about it. I'm not sure if it's going to happen or not, and we'll see what goes down. But that's what I got. That's the what's next on Janibek Alimkhanuly, Kazakh style, the undefeated WBO interim middleweight champion right now, following a dominating second round TKO victory over Danny Dignum. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, smash the like button. Leave a comment, subscribe to the channel. I appreciate any and all support. And this is True Boxing. You've been hit with the truth.